Price is not today's price, so
Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So the Charger offense making its way out, and at the controls is the league's second leading passer a year ago. At 25 years of age, out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Out of the gun, Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass going to turn into a loss. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punter, Scott, here as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Well, the Broncos offense gets set to go to work, and at the helm in his second season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
And no excitement, unless you're on the defensive team of last week, in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So, I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 22.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Again, Wilson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Williams is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. Now it's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. And, oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Wilson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Play action. It's Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On second down, Williams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. A little short pass. This is Everett. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Herbert. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Dancing away at the 35. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. And he'll be stopped right there at the 31. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Wilson. He completes this to Sutton. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And the Broncos are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Here's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Throwing is Wilson. Flushed out right. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Courtland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Lutz with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And Courtland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. It's complete to Williams. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just past the 35. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first,
all right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Broncos and Courtland Sutton heading back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
On third down, Wilson. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Here's Riley Dixon now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. On first down, it's Herbert. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
This will be caught at about the 3. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture of the AFC.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He's got it to Williams. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Herbert now. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And this one is right down Broadway. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver 1st down. Wilson. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Here's Wilson to throw. That is caught. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 21. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, Wilson. Touchdown! Tim Patrick from 21 yards away. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. And the Chargers offense back out and ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. On the screen, this is Eckler. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. Here's Herbert. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. To the air again, Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively.
willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers ready to take over. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far. That Herbert has it knocked free.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And the defense has come up with it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And that's a sight we feel like we've seen a lot over his career. But remember, for Russell Wilson, 3 in his first year as a Bronco last year and only 15 in the last 8 years. But he still knows how to use those wheels when necessary, and he takes care of business right there.
Lutz with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Pass complete to Palmer. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Herbert on first down now. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Herbert throwing again. He'll get this to Eckler. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 18. They'll find Everett there, complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll make it 2nd down. Herbert. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
2nd and 10.
Wilson wants to throw it.
He'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Lutz good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to